Hey, my name's Leah Cadman, and today I'm going to tell you why Quicken matters to you. Picture this. You're a college student. You're at the grocery store standing in the checkout line with a 12-pack of Mountain Dew under your left arm and Pringles under your right, preparing for finals week. When it's finally your turn to check out, the cashier robotically checks your groceries and says in a monotone voice, "Please swipe your card." You take out your old battered credit card that's been through the washer and dryer a couple times and swipe it in the machine. The machine beeps and the cashier says with a little less enthusiasm, "Declined." Your shocked belief turns into worry as you try to swipe your card multiple times and it still comes back as declined. Spectacular. When you go home with an empty stomach and without fuel for the upcoming week, you check your bank account online. Your credit card has reached its limit and the amount is a gut-wrenching heartbreak. You know, there's nothing worse than debt, and what's worse is not knowing where all your money went. So how do you manage your money? Well, here's two methods. You can use Excel or you can use envelopes. If you use Excel, it takes a lot of work on your part. You would have to keep and record all of your receipts by manually typing in the category, date, the item, and whether it was an expense or income. If you use envelopes, it's only based on cash. You would categorize your envelopes such as dining out or groceries, but it's really not practical for most people. So you could use either of these methods, but then you would look a little bit like this guy. Or you can use an amazing and useful app called Quicken. This is how it works. After you've downloaded and installed the software, you can go to your bank account online and download your payment history to Quicken. You can do this with all your bank accounts, and with some, you can make it so it updates automatically. After you have all your bank accounts in sync with Quicken, you can categorize your spending into spending lists or budgets, such as auto, gifts, groceries, or whatever. Notice that this person has a pie graph that shows how much money they are spending in each category and how much money they have left overall. So let's review what we know about Quicken. The cons is that it's all electronic, so it is susceptible to errors and mishaps. And you still need to keep receipts for cash bought or gift card items and enter them in manually if you want them to be tracked. But the pros are that you get to keep track of your finances wherever you are, it's less work, less stress, you can password protect the information, and it's actually somewhat enjoyable to look at. See, isn't that so much better? Now the next time you're preparing for finals week with your Mountain Dew and your Pringles, you won't have to worry about whether you'll be able to afford it or not, because you will know your budget like the back of your hand. Deciding to create a budget is one of the first few steps of being fiscal, but relying on Quicken to help you out is a great decision because it's easy to read, fun to use, and it tells you what you want and need to know about your money. These are my sources, and I hope you learned something new. Thanks.